Coconut oil has developed a fan base that borders on cult status. People rub it on their skin, cook with it, swish it in their mouths, put it in their hair, and some even call it nature's miracle. And to be fair, coconut oil does come with a tropical resume full of skin-loving perks. It's deeply moisturizing, it has antimicrobial properties thanks to its lauric acid content, and it smells like vacation. But somewhere along the way, the coconut oil hype train picked up a curious passenger, the claim that it can act as a natural sunscreen. Let's just say that idea needs to be gently escorted off the vehicle. Let's start with what coconut oil can do well. As a moisturizer, it's thick, emollient, and excellent at reducing transepidermal water loss. It creates a barrier on the skin that helps retain moisture, which is particularly useful for dry or eczema-prone individuals. It also has mild antimicrobial and antifungal effects, which may be beneficial for people dealing with certain types of acne, small wounds, or fungal skin irritations. Slathered on after a shower, it can leave your skin feeling soft, hydrated, and faintly edible. So far, so good. But enter the sun, and things get a little more slippery, both literally and scientifically. Despite persistent online claims, coconut oil is not an effective sunscreen. The idea that it offers meaningful UV protection comes from misunderstandings, misquotes, and wishful thinking. Its actual sun protection factor, SPF, is about 4 to 5 if you're being generous. That's like bringing a squirt gun to a wildfire. For comparison, dermatologists recommend SPF 30 or higher for adequate protection from UVA and UVB rays. Relying on coconut oil as your primary sunscreen is like trusting a banana peel to function as a bike helmet. You're technically wearing something, but it's not going to end well. And no, the slick layer it forms on your skin doesn't reflect UV light like a physical sunscreen might. It may block a tiny percentage of UVB rays, but nowhere near enough to prevent sunburn, photoaging, or long-term DNA damage. It's moisturizing, yes, but it doesn't possess magical anti-radiation properties. Using coconut oil in place of sunscreen is a great way to moisturize your way into a dermatologist's waiting room. Even more confusing is the claim that coconut oil can somehow help you tan more safely or evenly. In truth, what it's doing is reducing the friction of UV exposure, making you feel like your skin is being protected because it's glossy and moisturized, when in fact it's being quietly roasted. There's also the dangerous illusion that because it prevents you from drying out in the sun, you think you're not burning, when in reality the damage is underway. Think of it as a coconut-scented lie your skin doesn't discover until the next day, when it starts peeling off in sheets. That said, coconut oil isn't a sun sensitizer either. It doesn't make your skin more vulnerable to UV the way photosensitizing compounds like lime oil, retinoids, or certain medications do. It doesn't chemically attract sun damage. It's more like a passive enabler. It doesn't make things worse on its own, but it lets you walk into danger while whispering, "You're glowing." That whisper turns into a sunburn scream after about 20 minutes of summer noon exposure. The better way to use coconut oil is as an after-sun treatment. Once you're out of the sun and have already applied a proper SPF during your beach escapades, coconut oil can be soothing. It can help reduce inflammation and rehydrate sun-stressed skin, especially if it's paired with something like aloe vera or used after a cool shower. It's a fine balm for recovery, just not defense. So if you're thinking of replacing your SPF 50 with something you also use for baking cookies, pause. Coconut oil has its merits and they are real, but sun protection isn't one of them. It won't shield you from UVA rays that age your skin, nor will it stop the UVB rays that cause burns and mutations. You may end up with a coconut-scented sunburn and the mistaken belief that natural always means safer. Let's call it what it is, a luxurious, tropical scented moisturizer that should not be confused with titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, or any actual SPF-rated product. Enjoy it, apply it, cook with it, and by all means smell like a beach, but leave the sun protection to things that are scientifically designed to keep your skin cells from turning into little sun-damaged horror stories. Coconut oil doesn't want that responsibility, and neither should you.